Well, good morning. I hope that your weekend went well. I know that mine did. And I hope that you were able to get into the house of God somewhere and worship the Lord and really give Him your undivided attention. I think that in our current day, giving God your undivided attention is really gone by the wayside, and lots of other things have taken that spot. And unfortunately, most people spend most of their time away from the house of God. And if you didn't get a chance to hear the message from our church, The Journey, I'd encourage you to look it up: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or excuse me, just YouTube, Facebook, and find it, because we talked about the gift of the church to God's people. This morning we're going to be in Matthew chapter number 8. We've passed the Sermon on the Mount, and now Jesus is traveling the region, and he comes across a circumstance I mentioned, I think, on Saturday. But I only mentioned the circumstance. I didn't mention the whole situation. And so we're going to start in verse number 28. And I want you to see something here, because I think that far too often we want the problems of our lives to go away without any personal investment or cost. In this particular passage, we're going to see that they had a very specific problem, and that problem was taken care of. But the way it was taken care of made the people want Jesus to go away. Listen to what it says here. It says, "And when he was come to the other side of the country, into the country of the Gergesenes, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way." Okay, so they're out in the tombs, they're out in that area. There was an entire path, and the graves of the loved ones couldn't even be tended or anything. And these were men that were unable to be subdued, and the people were really bothered by it. Verse number 29, it says, "And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Jesus, the Son of God? Thou Son of God, art thou come hither to torment us before the time? And there was a good way off from them a herd of many swine feeding. So the devils besought him, saying, If thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. And he said unto them, Go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea, and perished in the waters. And they that kept them fled and went their way into the city, and told everything what had befallen to the possessed of the devils. And behold, the whole city came out and met Jesus. And when they saw him, they besought him that he might depart out of their coast. And I believe it's in Luke where it's a little bit more detailed, and it talks about them begging him to leave and wanting him to go away, even after they saw that the men that were possessed with devils before were well. Think about this. The possessed men that kept them from their loved ones' graves were gone. They were well. They were healed, yet they rejected the Lord and asked him to leave the area. Listen, let me just say it this way. Don't reject the Lord to avoid the price of wellness. I tell you, there's a lot of people out there suffering, and they choose to stay within the context of what made them sick in the first place, and not walk closer to the Lord, and not invest more of their heart in Him. And that's the price. The price of wellness is a firm and complete walk with the Lord. And so I want to encourage you this morning. It's a brand new week. Invest in the Lord. Invest in your wellness, because many times people are rejecting the very thing that would make them whole again. Walk with God. It is the only way of guaranteed completeness. It's the only way of guaranteed joy. Don't avoid the Lord to avoid a price, because the price is obviously a total surrender. But what you get is wellness. And I want to encourage you, let's get well. Have a great day.